Now, can you hear me better? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Y'all can't hear me? Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, no, it's just a resume. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
I don't hear
Oh
you.
Lord, y'all don't hear me?
Let's
Hold
see
on
here.
a minute. Hold on. What about now? Can you hear me now? Oh my God.
Can you hear
Could you
me?
hear me? Can you? I can say something again. Dr. Roz, y'all don't hear me? Yeah.
I don't hear you, but
And the
can
pen.
you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Um, Tamara, can you hear me? Can anybody other than Dr. Ross hear me? Can somebody type in the chat let me know if you guys can hear me. Destiny, can you hear me? Oh, if anybody can hear me. Darn it, you gotta be kidding. I can hear you, Dr. Roz. I can hear you.
no, I don't hear you.
Um, let me see. Hold on a minute.
Let me do it this way. Say something. Okay, I
Hello?
just
Hello?
made you. I can hear you on my computer, so I'll just do it that way.
Okay. I don't know if anybody else, if they can hear me on the audience. Can you hear me through my computer? Can you hear me through your computer? Okay. I don't know if anybody else, if they can hear me on the audience. Can you hear me through my
I can't do that because then there's a delay.
Yeah. I don't know if they can hear me on the Tamara, can you guys hear me? Type in the chat. Type. Let me know. I don't know. They must not can hear me. I don't guess they can hear me because they don't. Hmm. And it doesn't say anything blocked on the mic. Mic is.
Okay, I do not hear you.
Hold on.
Let me go back. Let me go out and come back in.
Oh, I'm scared for you to do that. Okay. I'm scared for you to go out and come back in. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Hold on. I don't know if they can hear me. Um, now I won't let me bring you on. Oh my God. Oh, is it adding? What about now?
I can hear you.
All right, good. I'm hoping the rest of them can hear me because I can't tell if they can because I wanted them to type it in the, maybe they can't type it in. I don't know. I thought they could type on the live. So I hope they can hear me. Tanya, well, I'm gonna have somebody go on their live so I can see if y'all can hear. Tanya, go on my live on my page real quick. I want to see if you can hear me.
I don't think I can't see none of your lives no more.
Bring me your phone. Okay, we're gonna be starting in a second, you guys. I'm just trying to. I can't tell if you guys can hear me or not. I can't tell if you can hear me or not. I know we got Dr. Roz on. She's good, and I wanted you guys to type. Uh,
Back when I believe that. I would.
I'll know in a second. 1 second. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm so glad that you guys came out. But technology works great. It works great. And when it don't, it don't. um, I'm just going to look at this real quick and see if I can find me right quick and see if you guys can see me, because then I want to give all this time to Dr. Roz and right here. Okay. All right. So nobody can hear me. Dr. Roz, say something.
Something. Did you hear that?
I hear you from my phone. I don't hear anything coming through her phone. Uh, okay. Well, I can't tell if I need your code, Tanya.
112366.
Um, okay, now say something, Dr. Rod. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Eve,
Okay. Yeah, I can hear. I can hear us. I can hear us. So evidently they can hear us then, because I can hear us. Okay. Okay, now say something, Dr. Rod. All right, her mute was off. All right, so we're gonna get started, you guys. I hope y'all can hear this, because I can hear Dr. Roz, she can hear me, and I just got on somebody else's phone. I can hear, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Oh my gosh! Man, they just try to get on that last one, but I'm not gonna let it. I'm not gonna let it. Well, I am just so happy to be out. Not out. I'm here. This is our live. I'm so glad you guys decided to jump on, because I have the fabulous, most prestigious Miss Dr. Rosalind Shaw Bell. I've been knowing her now for about almost a little over a year now. And when I tell you, it was a year back in November, I think. Well, I don't know when we actually met, but I know I got involved with this amazing company that we're involved with, and she was a part of it. And I don't know when we actually met, but I know we were on some different calls and things like that. And I just found this lady to be an amazing young lady. She's done a lot. She has done a lot. And I left that. I'm going to read her bio. Matter of fact, that's over on my desk. I had to move over here because I was losing connection. And I brought up her bio. It's on my computer. So I'm going to go grab that so I can read that to you, because it's pretty impressive. But this young lady, I mean, she's 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 very she knows a lot, but she doesn't. She just walks around like, you ask her something. It's nothing I've never asked her that she didn't have an answer. There's not one thing. And I'm just so thankful that when we talk about detoxing, because I started learning a lot of that actually listening to her. She was one of the ones. Of course, we have doctors. I mean, other different doctors. I'm gonna let her tell you about her doctorate a little bit, but so she doesn't. She's very very shy about giving herself really a lot of credit, because she has helped a lot of people. And when we're talking about what we're talking about is very important, very, 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 very important, about this gut health and why detoxing and why is that so important. And that's what I wanted to bring to you guys, because sometimes we just don't think about it. Sometimes people go for days and days and days, not ever use the bathroom, and just becomes a natural thing. It just becomes like, okay, I just ain't use it. I remember years ago, I was about 14 when went on this crazy diet, right? I was eating three crackers. I'm sorry, 3 oranges and crackers, saltine crackers throughout the day, or orange for breakfast, orange for lunch, or orange for dinner. And that's what I ate. And I did that for a few months, right? And I didn't even think about going to the bathroom until my sister brought it up. And she said, "You never go to the bathroom." And I said, "You're right, I don't." That was about as much as it never really dawned on me. But of course, I was a kid then. But then as you get older, it just becomes something I just don't do. And then when you start to being very in tune to that, you can look at some people, and even they're like one of the ladies that I known for years. She's this little, but she always had inflated belly, stomach. And I know now, and then when I talked to her, she said, yeah, I go to the bathroom maybe once or twice a week. It becomes normal. Is it normal? Absolutely not. It's not normal. It's not normal. We really should go more than once a day. It's not normal, but it can become normal. So, and that's why I want her to get on here and talk about, because she has a lot of information she can bring to you to show you or to inform you of why detoxing. Why do we do it? So, let me give you a little bio. Give me 1 second. Let me go get my computer because I have it on there, and I had to run over here. And I'll be right. Not when I tell you we had to move up, change up really quick to make this thing happen, that's what we had to do. But we're here, right? And so I want to give you a little bit, tell you a little bit about Dr. Rosalind Shaw Bell. Dr. Roz is what we call her, and she's a CEO. She's a Dream to Life production, has her own production company and ministry. She's a wife, a musician, a videographer, previous president of a record company, recording engineer, doctorate of theology and divinity, previous co-pastor, inspirational, motivational teacher, trainer, speaker, licensed insurance agent, network marketer, VP of communications in Akana, certified wellness coach. Now, tell me if that's not a mouthful, right? That's a lot to do for one little lady, right? And let me get rid of that. Let me turn off my phone right now so I won't be disturbed on any more calls. And so that is a lot. So I'm going to now bring on this prestigious lady who's going to bring us some information regarding why it's so important to detox. Why we it's so important, and what's the possibility of not detoxing? What can happen? So, and that's why I want you to listen to this, take notes if you like, but definitely just take that information in because it is critical. It is critical. An hour ago, someone that I know, and it's another, I mean, literally, I call her my bonus sister, maybe an hour ago, it happened yesterday. Colon cancer. It popped up out of nowhere. Colon cancer. Her dad goes to the hospital on a regular because he has issues, right? Goes to the hospital. Well, he didn't, but then all of a sudden he started having issues for the last year or so, last 2 or 3 years. Always at the doctor, popped up on, well, about 4 days ago, 3 or 4 days ago. Well, you're stage 4, or when you have cancer. No, you don't. Oh, yes, you do. And it's stage 4. And he died yesterday. Less than a week, maybe. And I'm like, how? 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 We're sitting on the phone like thinking how, and that can happen so quickly. I mean, how did you go from nothing to all of a sudden 4 and now you die? I don't I, I don't know. So, Dr. Roz, I'm so happy to have you here with us tonight. I'm so happy, and those are the things we don't want to hear.
Right.
We want to try to prevent the freaking crisis. We don't want to hear your stage 4 and like what happened at 1, 2, and 3. Why do we not hear that? Where's the 1, 2, and 3? And it's stage 4. And when you're always constantly in a doctor's office, so I don't understand. So I told Dr. Oz I was going to ask her some questions, and that's why what I wanted to start out. So, Dr. Roz, before I start asking you questions, do you have anything would you like to say before I started drilling you with questions? I'm just so happy to have you here today.
Absolutely. I mean, Rochelle, I am just so honored that you asked to do this. It's like, oh, really? Oh, okay.
Well, I am very happy because
and all this kind of stuff. like, yeah, right, okay, yeah, just okay, we're good, we're good. But yeah, we got to get information out. My doctorate is in theology and divinity. I've been in ministry since 1980, but I'm a whole person.
Yeah.
I love the Lord. I'm a Christian,
Yes.
but I'm not religious. And so there's so much that we are lacking in our understanding of things. And I mean, it's just like all of us. We've grown up, and there were some things that we thought were right in our life
Yeah.
that we figured that wasn't right. And that's the same thing about our eating and our body and all this kind of stuff. And I'm a baby boomer. I'm 63, and we are the ones who are going to make some decisions. And I'm blessed that I'm not that person that's on a lot of medication and that kind of stuff. And I know there's some people that are going to be watching this, and you got tons of medication because, like as you said, I'm a licensed insurance agent, and I mostly work with the seniors as it relates to Medicare. And sometimes I sit with them and they got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I mean, it's like,
There's a lot of.
with all these medications. And why do you need 3 medications for one thing? Because y'all practicing on us.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yes.
for the time that we're going to be able to share.
All right. Well, I'm just so, hey, you and me both. I'm very thankful you're here to be able to share. So you guys just sit back. Like I said, take this information in. If you need to write down some questions, or if something, maybe later on we can go back and answer. If it's not on this, you can always contact me and we can definitely do that. So I'm going to start out and I'll be the one, I'm going to be asking some questions. So one of my first questions, why is it so important to detox this, Dr. Roz?
Well, I'm going to answer it like this. Why is it important to flush the toilet?
Okay.
So let me give you an image. You go to the bathroom and we do 2 things in the toilet, right?
Right.
But let's see, as my husband will say, is it number 1 or is it number 2?
Right.
So now, say you do number 2 over and over and over again and never flush it. That's what we do in our body because we don't detoxing is nothing more than flushing out the toxins, the mucus, the parasite, and we're all getting them, okay? I don't care what size you are. See, this is not just about somebody that's 300 pounds.
Right.
If you're 100 pounds, you're eating meat that's got toxins in it because, come on, they shooting up the chickens and the cows and the turkeys. And I tell folks, we complain, Rochelle, about, oh, that wing is so small. Excuse me, that's the size of a chicken. Anything bigger than that probably got shot up with some steroids. And you got a big wing or a big thigh. All of us are getting it. I live in Houston, Texas, and when I walk outside, there are chemical plants in my city, in my area. I'm getting those toxins. They're traveling. When I eat the processed food, they're shooting up stuff in there to keep it in the package. The stuff that's in the can has to have something in it for it to be preserved. So we're getting them. So if we don't ever take the time to flush this stuff out of us, it clogs up the arteries. It clogs up the intestines. And we got the gut just sitting there that we can't do nothing about. Like you said, a little person, but still got a stomach. I guarantee you flush it out, you will know the difference. You know the difference in your energy level. You know the difference in so many, even mental clarity, you'll know the difference. So that's the reason we've got to detox. It should become a lifestyle. We should do it at least a couple of times a year at the most. I'm not at the minimum, should I say minimum. Some people do it more. Some people do it once a month. It kind of depends on what's going on in your body.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a great, you gave me a view. I can see that, you gave me a view, and hopefully you guys got that as well. I don't know if that's here or not, but we hear most everything you're saying. I don't know if anybody else is kind of hearing a little breakage there or not, and it may be my own internet here. I'm not sure, but I moved over here because it was losing connection. So hopefully that's me and not you.
I
Not you.
freeze while I was talking.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then you,
yeah, it was freezing here and there. Was that did that look like that was on me or is that?
I
Not sure.
don't, I just saw
I'm not sure.
you freeze when I was in the middle of talking. So,
Yeah,
and then you came back.
yeah. Oh yeah, that was me trying to take a picture. Okay, so that was awesome. Thank you, Dr. Roz. Okay, so another question. We talk about a detox and maybe a reset. I know sometimes they put the two in one. It's like what when we say detox or maybe doing a reset of your body. Can you tell me what does that mean exactly?
Well, see, the thing is, what we got to understand, we got to go back to school days. Back in school, we learned about our cells, or at least you heard about it. Maybe you went to sleep that day, okay? But they talk about our cells, how they grow and they regenerate, all of that. There's a cycle that takes place. And so basically, biologically, we're supposed to be getting younger
Oh, yeah.
because of the way our cells operate. Chronologically, we can't do anything about that, but biologically, we can do something about it. So because the cells reset, we have to allow the body to reset. God made our bodies to heal itself.
Mm-hmm.
So when
Mm-hmm.
you abstain from the toxins and the mucus and the parasites and stuff that we're getting in our food by just letting the body do basically what the Bible says. He said, eat from this tree.
Yeah.
For
Mm-hmm.
all of us out there, come on, don't shoot the messenger. That's what he said.
Right.
And
Right.
he said that the fruit shall be thy meat, the plant shall be thy medicine. So when we take time to reset and do that and allow the body to rest, because every time you eat, when you're digesting, your body's working. Your body is expending energy and it overworks because now it's clogged up because we've never flushed it out. So it's got to work harder. And when it works harder, something else works harder. Your heart. Your
Mm.
heart starts working harder. All these things work harder in our body. So we let it rest by going through a cleanse and eating raw food, those things, so that we can let the body reset.
Wow. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Well, it's been said, and every time I do a flat belly presentation, or we hear that one of the things that I always read on a slide, it talks about one of the main reason when people are going to leave here, they're going to be packed, they die,